So, Mr. Van, tell us your greatest weakness.
Well, Mr. Dirge, I believe that my greatest weakness is that I'm a perfectionist, and sometimes I spend too much time on my projects. And because of that, I become so obsessive that I just don't know what to do with myself. So my greatest weakness is that I'm the best.
What? What is that, right? It's an answer that's been concocted and thought about, and I'm going to prepare for this interview, and I'm going to nail this interview, and it's going to be fantastic, and I'm going to get the job of my dreams. But that's not what interviews are, inherently. I always found it really strange how we as individuals, we prepare for interviews.
And you might be going, well, what do you expect?
Of course, we want the job. Of course we're going to prepare. Rather than prepare, I think that there's a skill that all of us can learn that I personally have had lots of experience in, and I think people who know me well know what that skill is. It's the ability to talk about yourself. Just in general. Just having a conversation with someone. We don't prepare conversations with friends. I don't go, okay, I'm going to hang out with my friend today, we're going to talk about this. If he asks this, this is what I'm going to say. You wouldn't do that. You would just have a friendly conversation with them. But you might be going, but if we don't prepare for our interviews, we're not going to know what to say. What are we going to talk about? Well, you should know what you want to talk about, because you should know about the things that you've done. An interview is just a conversation. That's all it is. Rather than practice talking about an interview, practice talking about yourself. Think about the things that you've done in your life. An internship, research, and actually think about it. And then actually talk about it. The next time someone starts talking to you, don't just interrupt them and be like, let me talk about me. But if they ask you a question, just answer it. And then say, oh, there was this one time when I was doing my internship when the following situation happened. And man, it really bothered me that so-and-so in this group project, she was so annoying, right? Notice that it's a very casual conversation. I'm not being formal with you. But that example is something you can bring up in an interview. Tell us about a time when you were in a group project that went wrong. Oh man, there was this one time in my internship when I had a group member, man, she was so annoying, right? It's almost the same thing. It's very, very crucial, not only for interviews, but for your own sake, to learn to talk about your accomplishments. Not brag, there's a big difference. But to be able to discuss how you feel about a certain situation, to talk about the things that you've done. For anyone who's ever had a personal one-on-one conversation with me for more than 15 minutes, know that I talk about myself a lot. I'm not proud of it to that extent, but I do feel confident that when it comes to an interview, I can speak to an interviewer without any hesitation. I don't prepare for interviews. And that's not a brag. That's not me going, ha, yeah, I'm better than y'all. Ha. No, not at all, not in the slightest. I think that everyone can do that if they learn how to talk about themselves in a positive manner. Just think about it. And the next time you have an interview, don't panic and think of these answers for these questions. Just think about what you've done. Take the time to actually sit down on a piece of paper and write all the things you've done. Every single thing that's happened in those projects, in those classes, in those internships, in research, no matter what it is. And then when they ask you a question, don't think, okay, he asked this question, I have this answer, I'm ready. Think, what have I done that matches that? Oh, there we go. This one time I did this. And you'll find that not only will your interview skills get better inherently, but you'll find that conversations are easier to have with people. Because what's the most relatable thing that you can talk about?